How's it hanging, fellas? I'm OrosZ, and this is another episode of Borderlands 3, and in today's episode, you know what, I was also debating when I was doing my Borderlands The Handsome Collection Let's Play recently. It's basically me doing a Let's Play of Borderlands the pre-sequel, and Borderlands 2 and all of its DLCs yet again, because I already made Let's Plays of Borderlands the pre-sequel and its DLCs, and then Borderlands 2 and its DLCs. So it's like, why am I doing it again? Well, I did it because it's an idea I had last year that maybe... And also, I just fucking love these games, so any excuse I could get to play them again was good enough for me. And I figured, what if I just like do a really long Let's Play out of both the games right before Borderlands 4 comes out? Now, it didn't quite work out because... now I think I will finish the Let's Play before Borderlands 4 comes out. I'm pretty sure I fucking will. But the Let's Play would have been over long ago, but it's just that I ran into some fucking shit on the way. You know, I was absent during pretty much all of November and December last year. And that's where when I originally intended to start that Let's Play in November, but then I couldn't quite do it, so I had to wait until much later, unfortunately. Load character. In today's episode, we're gonna play a Siren. Amara. I like that cat mask she has. No particular reason I covered up her face. I don't think she's ugly or anything. I just like that mask a lot. Oh, what? That's where I am? Oh, that's right, because I was meant to start the DLCs, but... yeah, because I did start the fucking Ava DLC, and I was about to go into the first location, but it was already pretty late, so I decided, nah, I'm just gonna fucking not do it. So let us instead do the Slaughter Star, sorry. Yeah, the DLC is here, I believe. Now, I already did the DLC, so I ain't gonna do it again. And I'm gonna show you my other fucking set. I got a Hell Shock, Laser Exploder, which might be just my favorite weapon in the game. It's not the best weapon in the game, but I just fucking love using it. Then we got the Plasma Coil. Might be the best SMG in the game. It's fucking really powerful. I love its design too. Jesus. It's so nice looking. And we got no rocket launcher this time, but I do have the Sandhawk sniper rifle, which in Borderlands 2 it was an SMG. Why did they turn it into a sniper rifle? I don't know. Actually, I might know. It's because it's so fucking powerful that they probably turned it into a sniper rifle so that ammo for it might be harder to come by. And you know what's funny? Like, usually with Doll, like in Borderlands 2, I fucking hate using the Doll sniper rifles because they're burst fire. But in this game, you have these, like, switches you can use. And if you go with semi-auto, first of all, you can go full auto, so it just becomes an assault rifle pretty much. Then you can go semi-auto, and it's like a normal sniper rifle, except the fucking accuracy on this gun is fucking horrendous. So it really doesn't work on long distances. Hellshock, listen, I'm not a big fan of these whole wind-up things where you have to hold the button a little bit before it starts shooting. But these guns are pretty fucking powerful, and I can kind of excuse the game for doing that. Also, I do have that fucking challenge about killing 300 enemies using shock weapons. So how about we do that, huh? How about we try to use a little bit of shock weapon? So alright, let's go to the Slaughter Star. I've been there before, it's just that I fucking... Wait, where is it? Oh, it's like outside even. Slaughter Star 3000. It's just that I fucking failed it, and I felt really bad about it. Like a dumbass. Yeah, because this time what they changed, I guess, is that each round isn't its own separate quest. Instead, each round basically... Like, you have to go through all rounds without stopping, but like you do get a little bit of a break in between rounds. So even though Torg got fired at the end of Borderlands 2 in one of the DLCs, it seems like he's been rehired, or maybe he's been fired from Torg and like hired as an independent commentator now, even though that would be the dumbest fucking thing, but I don't know. Maybe he needs the money, I don't know his financial situation. Maybe he had to agree to work independently for the company that he used to be hired by, like, as its PR representative, I guess. These are much more difficult And yeah, I'm pretty sure I never did this before. And now we're fighting Maliwan. You know what I've been thinking? Like, would Maliwan work better as the main villains of Borderlands 3? I think they would have been a little bit lame in a way, because they would have just been like another Hyperion, you know? Unless they gave some really unique motivation for Katagawa Jr. I think he was actually a really cool character, but that whole Maliwan being the main bad guys lasted for like just the first half of the game. Then you fight bandits for the rest of the game, though they are the main bad guys. But I just kind of hope that maybe in the future we will see Maliwan again, but then they will be the main bad guys. Also, Amara is basically the same ability as Maya, it's just that it's like Maya's ability but amped up, where it's like 10 times more fucking powerful. And she is severely underrated, because when I first played the game, I figured that, whatever, a siren, she just fucking puts people in a ball and that's it. Her other abilities are also fucking lame, like she can shoot projectiles forward, kind of what Flag does. What Flag did earlier in the last episode. Also, whenever I do this slaughter start, I always just stay over here. And wait for enemies to come to me instead of running around the place. Uh-oh, I'm already getting second wins, that's not good. This fucking gets really hard towards the end, and if I fail this, then I'll be honest with you, I don't give a shit to finish it. I just want to get as far into it as possible, hopefully finish it. But no promises, I guess. And the ending to it is fucking awesome. You actually get to face off against two really special enemies. But you know what, I shouldn't have problems getting second wins, because I do have that fucking sandhawk in my equipment. And yeah, basically Amara gets to do the same thing Maya does, except she can grab multiple enemies at once. Kind of, you know, she grabs one into a ball, but then multiple enemies get affected by that. I know I was supposed to use the shock weapon, but I wanted to show you the laser exploder, which is a Torgue weapon, but it's also the only laser weapon in the entire game, and I fucking love this gun. Though it has no crosshairs, so it's a little bit hard to aim. And the range of it is kinda shitty because it's a laser, so you can't shoot enemies from the other side of the map. The laser has its limits. But yeah, I fucking loved laser weapons, especially those with a continuous beam in Borderlands, the pre-sequel. And this is the only fucking laser weapon in the entire game. I was hoping they would bring those back. Or at least have like a variant. For example, Maliwan assault rifles could have worked like... Maliwan doesn't even produce his assault rifles, but what if they did? And those were the laser equivalents, you know? Like all Maliwan assault rifles would basically just be laser rifles. But the game would label them as assault rifles, you know? And yeah, like already Borderlands 4 is doing some strange things. For example, Atlas is fucking gone. They reintroduced Atlas into the series with this game, and their guns were really cool. They had those like tracking bullets, like the Fifth Element. But then they fucking remove them in the fourth game and replace them with some other fucking bullshit. Doll is also gone. Which, I don't know, is there a lore reason as to why they're gone? And if there is, then how come the other manufacturers are present on the planet of Kairos, which like this game, you know, took place all over the galaxy. We were to multiple planets and all that. But now in Borderlands 4, it seems like the game is just kind of scaling back and focusing on other aspects of the series, like movements and its story. So now instead of focusing on more and wilder, we're gonna focus on more, I don't know, meaningful stories, I guess, because fucking can't imagine any other good reason why they would remove a feature like we're now gonna be stuck on one planet again, just like in Borderlands 2.1 in the pre-sequel, where we were on the moon. And yeah, I don't really know what the fuck to think about that. For everything I like that Borderlands is doing, like taking its story more seriously, I just hope they don't fucking overdo it too. You know, like from what we've seen of Timekeeper, he seems to be a much more like threatening and serious villain than the Calypso twins. But they could take it in such a direction where he'll just be fucking boring, you know? Like, I hope maybe they will just lean into him being such a horrible fucking bastard that, I don't know, they will show him, like, torturing people, fucking killing children or something, just to fucking ram it, like, fucking get the point across that this guy fucking sucks and he's horrible. He's like fucking Hitler of the Borderlands universe. But, yeah, it's just... But if they don't do it enough, he'll just come off as some generic fucking first-person shooter bad guy. He'll be like, oh, you're evil and blah blah blah. One thing I always think about with villains, like if I were a writer, I'm not, but I feel like that should be something writers should think about. I don't know, like I'm not being a writer, but I'm trying now to give advices to people who write. Like, I was thinking about that recently. Why, like I think at every point in the story, you should consider like, why wouldn't the villain of your story just simply take the easy way out of killing the main protagonist, you know? Why would they toy with the protagonist? Like, maybe it's like a psychological reason. Maybe the protagonist is like a rival to the main character, and he doesn't want to just fucking kill him. He wants to, like, fuck with him before he does it. Or maybe he wants to kill him, but, like, at an appropriate moment. But if the main bad guy, like the Timekeeper, just simply wants our fucking main characters out of the way and they're just a nuisance to him, then what ways the writers will come up with for the, you know, Timekeeper to what, treat us as insignificant and he will just underestimate us? Like, oh, whatever, I don't need to go and kill you really quickly myself, which will come to bite me in the ass. Instead, I'm just gonna fuck around and, you know, torture some people, enslave civilizations and shit like that. Yeah, but the Calypso twins could like reach to well, a bunch of planets. They were on Promethea, they were on Eden 6 and all that. So they definitely had reach, but what, the Timekeeper just limited himself to this one place? In the vast, wide galaxy? See, I'm not a fan of how the gun has to wind up before you can shoot it. But like once it does, it certainly pays off. Even better with the plasma coil SMG that I have. It's even fucking better in that aspect. Unless you run into enemies that are like specifically immune to your element. Maliwan guns still always come with an element. I wonder how they would work, like let's say in Borderlands 2. I remember a lot of people hacking elemental Jacob's weapons, which, you know, Jacob's usually doesn't have an element on it. They focus on raw power. But what if you were to do the opposite, and instead of hacking elements for Jacob's weapons, what if you were to make a Maliwan weapon without an element?
Feels so good.
How would that work? Also, you know what fucking... I just remember the funny story. The first time I tried to do the Slaughterhouse as my flag character, all the way back when the game came out, one of the enemies got stuck behind a wall, and I couldn't fucking kill him no matter what I did. So I couldn't progress. So I restarted the game, and then I had to do the, like, it was the last fucking round too. And then I lost all my progress and had to start from the beginning, and I gave up on doing that, and I don't think no, I think I did eventually beat the Slaughterhouse. But yeah, Maliwan Slaughterhouse is much more difficult than the Bandit Slaughterhouse.
Take them out.
Plus I have a cool skill where I can use my special ability like twice in a row really quickly. But now I can't use it. You can already see where enemies are gonna come out of. The final wave is the round wave. I always get those two fucking confused. Stupid terminology bullshit. Oh, and I shoot out fucking balls that fly around. And home onto targets, that's another thing I do. So Mara's fucking crazy powerful in this game. I think I underestimated her, but you know what? Amara's kind of boring as a character. And I really like the playable characters, they're not bad. But Amara doesn't have like a certain thing that would make me really into her. She has that aspect of her being like a celebrity, but she's a celebrity back where she's from. Yeah, like in the main game, no one actually knows her. And we already seen that Amara is coming back in Borderlands 4. We've seen footage of people play through a mission where you have to help Amara do something. So I'm glad they're bringing the characters from the first game back, possibly giving them more characterization. But you know, when Borderlands 2 came out and they made Borderlands 1 a protagonist, like supporting characters in the main story, where actually the fucking supporting characters in Borderlands 2 feel more like they're the main characters while we're the supporting characters. Yeah, actually that's kind of the best way to describe it. You play as the supporting characters. The main characters are the Borderlands 1 protagonists. Couldn't Borderlands 3 do that too? Like, okay, we can have Lilith and Maya and Zero are in the main story, but they're not really like all that important. Maya is quite important. She's a siren, so she has to be important. But then fucking Zero isn't. Oh, and by the way, Salvador and Axton get brought back. And they get brought back in the Arms Race DLC, which is probably the most fucking pointless and most... I don't even know what the fuck the point of making the Arms Race DLC was. It's like a Battle Royale mode, but you play it by yourself? It's like, what the fuck? Also, where's the last enemy? I can't fucking see them. There he was. Just kind of sitting there. And yeah, if that's how they're gonna bring back these characters, then honestly I would prefer if they didn't brought them back at all. Because it's a waste of their character in my opinion. To just be host of some fucking TV show. And the show isn't even fun, so they got like the short end of the stick. Even Krieg, possibly the worst character in Borderlands 2, got his own really fucking awesome DLC about his basically psychological analysis of a psycho. And meanwhile Axton couldn't, I don't know, get some kind of doll themed DLC where maybe he's getting revenge on Doll or something, or maybe his wife asked him for help, maybe she's getting in trouble with Doll, and now Axton needs help rescuing his wife, showing that Axton isn't just all action star wannabe. He is a good soldier and he does love his wife at the end. That'd be cool. Maybe Borderlands 4 would do something like that. And you could, you know, bring in a whole different faction with the Doll soldiers. You could expand on the Doll lore, which Doll might be the most important, or at least like one of the most important factions in this entire universe, alongside Atlas and Hyperion, so it's like, I'd love to know more about them. Oh, the waves is over. I'm sorry, I was speaking so much I forgot to talk about it. I love that comment I got on my first episode of the Ava DLC. It always appears on the top, like, whenever I check my comments recently on YouTube. It always appears on the top because I never responded to the comment. Basically, the guy complained about me not shutting the fuck up and that I was talking so much in the opening. I don't even remember if I did, because he left the comment, like, I don't know, fucking 2 years after the video came out, so I don't even remember what the fuck I talked about. Or if I really did talk a lot, and... Oh look, you can hide here. I wonder if this is like a good hiding spot, or if it's like a coffin, basically. But yeah, he fucking complained about that, and I was like, well, fucking, that's like my brand, man. I'm fucking rambling on. I'm married to the mistress called Rambling On. You know what, Mr. Torg might be obnoxious, but he's also like a very lovable character. Like, I can't fucking call Mr. Torg annoying. Same with Claptrap, actually. I don't really find Claptrap annoying. I think he's endearing.
Got a target for you.
And I actually really like the new voice actor of Claptrap they got for this game. I think he...
Freaking legend.
I've heard that he's the voice actor who also voiced in like some minor roles in Borderlands 2. And I honestly don't remember the details of that whole dispute between Gearbox and the voice actor for Claptrap. I don't really remember what that was all about. But he sounds a lot less annoying, and Gearbox seem to have realized that because they gave Claptrap some very sincere quests, where Claptrap is actually going out of his way to like help some people. There's that quest where Claptrap goes to a house of a girl, and he meant to go there like years ago, but he forgot to. And by the time he finally got there, it turns out the girl is on a wheelchair. And turns out that the request she wanted Claptrap to help her with all those years ago was to take her out on a dance, and now there's not gonna be any dancing. And Claptrap, you know, being a lovely robot, lovely little robot Claptrap, proved to her that you can dance even when you're on wheels, because he's rolling on a wheel all his life, and yet he never stopped him from dancing, so that was a very sweet, very heartwarming quest. And we already seen the first quest for Claptrap in Borderlands 4, and it's also some very nice, touchy stuff. So I honestly have very high hopes for Borderlands 4. I think it's gonna... Like, even if the story doesn't end up being quite... You know what the problem is with the Borderlands story is that it's almost like Borderlands got lucky that it hit such a good story in the second game and the pre-sequel that now they just can't possibly match it. You know, the Nogs that the little guys were fighting have some really dark lore behind them. Apparently they're like... Apparently they're... The thing they on their head is a VR headset. And these guys don't even realize that they're fighting in a war. They think they're playing a video game. Kind of reminds me of Metal Gear. Oh yeah, I recently beaten Metal Gear 2 over the weekend, and I gotta say, second half of the game, like, I would like to say that the game is brilliant and like I fucking loved it, but I don't know, I felt like I was frustrated with the game more than I actually enjoyed playing. Unlike Metal Gear 1, where I fucking loved it. But with 2, I was frustrated most of the time. Kept getting fucking spotted. Even by the end of the game, I couldn't get the controls into my head because I kept standing up when I meant to crawl. I kept crawling when I meant to do a cartwheel. Like I shot enemies when I didn't meant to, and it was just so counterintuitive, you know? Not at all how you would play a fucking game where you shoot guns. Where you hold the button and after releasing you shoot. That just sounds ludicrous. Counterintuitive as all fuck. Ooh, legendary. What's this? Shotgun. Now it's gonna be Mayhem level 1, while my plasma coil is Mayhem level 10, so... The difference is not necessarily that the damage is bigger, I don't think that's actually affected, but it has a lot more like modifiers. I love Mr. Torque, they gotta bring him. Like, that's the thing, they don't seem to want to bring too many characters in Borderlands 4. Because we're on a new planet and we're introduced to all these new characters. The main 4, even though when the game came out people complained about them, the more we've seen of them, the more fucking awesome they look like. I can already tell you that when I'm gonna do my Borderlands 4's Let's Play, I'm gonna play as the Siren. And yeah, for the first time in the series, I'm gonna pick the Siren for my first playthrough. Because she looks fucking awesome, and she's super cute too. So that's a bonus. And yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the skill tree where she can make clones of herself. Because the clone ability in the pre-sequel is fucking awesome. And like I told you, I always loved the abilities that like spawn something additional to work with in the game. Like the turret in Borderlands 2, or the death trap in Borderlands 2, or the clones in the pre-sequel are fucking amazing. Something to kind of draw the fire away from you and also kind of help you out in the fight. And that's exactly what Vex is. That's her name, Vex, the new Siren in Borderlands 4. Vex's skill look like. And also we've seen character customization in Borderlands 4 is going to be a lot more in depth, where you can actually customize the outfit look of your character alongside the head. Though I'm pretty sure it's not going to be like you can go into a clothes store and buy a bunch of shit. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be like this game experimented with that, where you can actually change the body of your main character. So, you know, you can choose between 3 of them, and you also have a bunch of heads on top of that, so you can quite customize your character. When I first played the game, they didn't yet have the body customization, but now they do. And also, let me check out this fucking... We got an Ice Torgue shotgun. Should we check it out? It's called the Lab. Why not? Let's check it out. Wait, what kind of shotgun is that? Is this like a grenade launcher? What the fuck? Is this gonna be this fucking slow? Alright, I don't like this shotgun at all. I don't know what the gimmick is, and I don't wanna be figuring out a gun's gimmick while I'm being shot at and possibly fail this quest and then have to redo the entire thing. So yeah, give me my fucking laser exploder back and this fucking piece of shit can get out of my fucking equipment. Alright. Yeah, like I said, I like sticking to this area when I do these fucking slaughter stars. And yeah, I got plenty to say about the Borderlands series because I fucking love it. So like, Borderlands 1, you know, like I've said many times, I wasn't there for the game when it first came out. I started with the second game. So going back to an inferior game after playing an amazing one just doesn't feel quite right. Same with Crash Bandicoot to me. Like I started with the second game and then I was like, well, if it's the second game, there's gotta be a first one. Who knows? Maybe it's even better. But then I played the first one as a kid and I kinda hated it. The controls were a lot stiffer than Crash's 2. So yeah, even as a kid I didn't quite like Crash 1 as much as 2, and it's the same stories with Borderlands. I started with the second game, which is amazing, and then going back to an inferior first one is just kinda not exactly what I wanna do. And then Borderlands 2, all-time classic, my favorite game of all time. I do a playthrough of that game at least once a year. I've played it on PS3, got it on PS Plus a long time ago, fell in love with it, played it on the fucking PS Vita, even. Yeah, I got that strange version of the game, which removed shadows from the game, believe it or not. And I actually played a lot of the fucking Borderlands 2 on PS Vita, because I played a lot of the fucking PS Vita back in the day. I love that fucking console. And where the fuck are the enemies? Why do they always get stuck somewhere? I fucking hate that. Now I gotta go and fucking look for them. My kill streak. What's up? And yeah, the pre-sequel I never played on PS3. I've been fucking watching some guy's video yesterday, and he was talking about Borderlands as a series as a whole, right? And he mentioned how the pre-sequel failed. Oh, look at that, I have 7 keys. That means I can... Oh, I already have weapons. You know what? The head customization in here are fucking awesome. Maybe I should get that instead. Because I really don't care about this fucking grenade nor this shield. So it's like... Moses is okay. Flax is fucking awesome. Amara's I already have, but Zane is fucking awesome. Zane like got the best customizations in this fucking game. There we go. Too late for that. I already spent it. Actually, since I have 2 keys, I guess I could spend it on some... what costs 2 keys? Room customizations? I don't want fucking room customizations. Trinkets. Or a gun skin. Character skins cost 4. Ooh, this one's cool. Fuck yeah. There we go. What about here? Maybe here I should get one? No, here there's like some awesome hats. There's like a hat which makes Zane look like Shade from Borderlands. Actually, yeah, well, he was from Borderlands too, but he did appear in the Tales from the Borderlands. Oh yeah, because like this item card references like past Vault Hunters, so you have Crimson Operator, which is Roland's beret for Zane, and again another hat that makes Zane look fucking awesome. Zane is like one of my favorite video game characters of all time. He is fucking hilarious, his design is fucking awesome, and all of his customizations are fucking awesome. Then you have Amara just like I guess that's supposed to be Lilith, but Lilith, no way. I think that's supposed to be Athena or something, I guess. Oh, no, wait, because, like, these guns are referencing characters who have died. This one references Scooter, this one references Bloodwing, Angel, Roland, and this hood looks like Maya's hood because Maya died in this game. You have Roland's hat, you have Scooter's hat, and you have Typhon's hat, who also died in this game. But he also was introduced in this game, so like whatever. You have a hat that looks like Shade, a hat that makes Amara look really cool and look like Sasha from Tales of the Borderlands. You have a mouse head that looks like Fiona from Tales of the Borderlands, and then this one just leans into the fantasy. I guess this one must have been released like right before Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. And what was I talking about? Yeah, the like series as a whole. Yeah, so like I only played the pre-sequel after I got the Handsome Collection, which was like the first thing I bought for when I got my PS4. I got the PS4 with Fallout 4, and I almost immediately bought the Handsome Collection. I was like, I gotta fucking try this pre-sequel I've been hearing about. And I also want to replay Borderlands 2. And you know what? The save files I have on Borderlands 2 are like from all the way from PS3. I just transferred my save files. Which, why can't you transfer your save files from console into PC? Wouldn't that be awesome? Is it because on PC it's really easy to like alter your save file and give yourself crazy weapons? Probably. Maybe that's why they did it. But yeah, I really don't want to fucking start new characters only to do True Vault Hunter mode playthroughs on my fucking Steam Deck. I guess I could download characters from the internet and I wouldn't have to do that, but it's such a hassle. Really don't feel like fucking around like that. Yeah, this SMG is amazing. I love this fucking gun. The fuck is that? Whoa, who the fuck is shooting me so much? Look at all these fucking lasers everywhere. It's like a light show. Fucking, I'm overstimulated in this game. I don't even know what the fuck is happening. So much to put your attention to. Yeah, then we have Tales from the Borderlands, which I first played the demo of the game a lot, and then I got it finally. I think I got it on PS Plus or something, so I played it years after the game came out. And I certainly liked the game, but it's just like, I don't know, not enough replayability in that game for me to actually give it multiple playthroughs. Like, I just simply, you know, don't really care all that much, so... Yeah, Borderlands 3, I talked about last episode how much I love Borderlands 3, even though the story is not as good, and some may say shit. Okay, I will say too that it's pretty shit. Even though I would like not to, I would like to find some glimpses of good writing in there to kind of make it where, like, it's not all bad, but you know what? This Borderlands 3 suffers from what I call millennial writing, where these fucking characters are trying to be relatable, but also serious, and it's like these people don't know what kind of characters they want to write. So like all the characters just like resemble the same fucking characteristics. They're all fucking ironic, and something that happens way too fucking often in games, you know, like recent memory, where the writers for those games are probably around my age. What happens often is that they just don't know how the fuck to write jokes, you know? And even when they do, it just feels like they, I don't know, have some fucking weird insecurities and they're afraid to, like, go all out while they write stuff, you know? Like, when you write something, you might write something that isn't really all that great. But it's like they might have good ideas, but they're, like, fucking scared to commit to them, you know? Like, okay, if you're gonna kill off Maya, that's not necessarily a bad fucking, you know, story idea to kill her off. You did kill her off in this game. They did that, and they gave it a plot reason where, you know, Troy did it unexpectedly. Like, okay, Maya didn't know that Troy could do something like that, so she got taken by surprise. That all makes sense. But then you kind of double down and like you make a joke where like Tannis is giving a speech after Maya dies, and like Tannis gives her like a really bad speech. And you know what's fucking funny? I was replaying Borderlands 2, and after Roland dies, Tannis gives a pretty touching speech. So why the fuck couldn't she give a touching speech in Borderlands fucking 3? Look how much Iridium I got, by the way. Fucking 15,000 Iridium. Because I have nothing to do with Iridium. You can spend it on weapons, but like you can't buy legendary weapons with that, so like I don't give a shit, to be honest. The only thing you could spend Iridium in this game on are customizations, but I already bought all of them. Because there was an exploit on PS4 where... There was a funny exploit. It doesn't work on PS5 anymore, but if you played on PS4 and you had a character with like, let's say 400 Iridium. So if you went to Crazy... If you uploaded that character with 400 Iridium onto a separate hard drive, like a USB stick, right? Then you could go to Crazy Earl and spend that Iridium on your items, and then these items would have been assigned to your account, not the specific character. So once you buy these items on one character, they basically belong to every single character you're gonna make after that point. And after you buy the items, you just simply download the save file from your USB stick with all the Iridium back, but you still remain... Wait, which one is it? Regain? You fucking hold on to the items you just bought without... And also get the money back, so... Pretty much I bought every single thing out of Crazy Earl's store, like right at the beginning of the game. Plus the game's really rewarding with Iridium, it just gives it a fuck ton of it to you. I wish Borderlands 2 was so generous with it. Alright, final round, the hardest one. I have the Sandhog, but I swear to God, I'm not gonna use it until the final bosses show up, or I get into a lot of trouble. Trouble is also the name of Vex's cat in Borderlands 4. Yeah, and Tiny Tina Wonderlands, like I said, was just underwhelming. Like, gameplay was just as good as 2. And they did balance out the game where it wasn't... Like, you never felt so fucking overpowered like in this game, which might have been a good thing, might have not been a good thing. Some classes are still not as good as others to this day in that game. But what disappointed me the most is, like, Borderlands 3 had some amazing, in my opinion, post-launch support. There were fucking 5 really good story expansions. Yeah, the Ava one I actually really like too. There were these like seasonal events, like the Halloween one, and I'm actually kind of disappointed they didn't do one for Christmas or Valentine's. No way, they did hit a Valentine's event. It's just that it wasn't nearly as cool as the Halloween one. Seems like at the beginning they had some crazy ideas and they made like a really awesome fucking event for Halloween. But then they didn't made anything for Christmas. Maybe because the first DLC came out around Christmas, so they didn't want to distract players with like 2 DLCs now or whatever, but I was a bit disappointed. Especially considering that I wanted to make a seasonal holiday themed episode around that time. And they did make a Halloween one, leading me to believe that they would make just as good of a Christmas themed DLC. But then they didn't, and that left me disappointed. We're facing off against some crazy-ass robots now. And like I said, shit got real. These guys are kinda tough. Even my amazing SMG isn't killing them in 1 second instead it's now killing them in 2 seconds. But I also have a fucking crazy-ass shield, so that helps too. Whoa. And yeah, the world, I'm pretty sure... You know what the fucking like the previews make me think of Borderlands 4? It kind of looks like a Far Cry game. We have an open world, you go to these camps, you liberate them, there's these like randomized events that can happen around the world, or you might get invaded by the bad guys all of a sudden. And yeah, I'm actually kind of excited, like a lot, to try that out. Seems like a, like, you know, like an open world Borderlands game, and I think that is a good way to take the franchise. Lean even more into the whole RPG aspect of it. And who the fuck knows, maybe like in the future we will have a... Oh, and by the way, another fucking awesome thing that I've heard about it is that it's gonna have a non-linear main story, where you're gonna have to make choices apparently, and it's gonna lead you to different places. And that sounds awesome. I think it might be something like what Witcher 2 did, where depending on who you side with, you might experience the story a bit differently. Oh my fucking god. You know when you see a video game like being played on like a TV show and it's not even a real video game? This is what I often think about Borderlands. It looks like those fake video games. Like this is what Borderlands feels like. There's just constantly something flashing on the screen. There's explosions, there's a million fucking items. Look how many items there are on the ground. I'm gonna have to pick that up later and it's gonna give me money. Well, let's talk about the situations a bit calmer. I ran out of my amazing SMG ammo, that's a huge bummer. There's fucking ammo everywhere, why can't I... Gotta run around a bit. Regain some ammunition. 82? That's not enough. Dark Ballista. These fucking designs are awesome for the Maliwan troops. Very anime-ass sci-fi robots. Borderlands is also apparently really popular in Japan, so maybe that's what they were actually leaning to please the Asian consumers. I found it hilarious when people were talking about, because recently Borderlands 4 has been shown off at a Chinese event. People were saying like, oh, why would they show off Borderlands 4 at a Chinese event? Like, why the fuck not? You think, what, people in China don't play video games? In fact, people in China probably... There's way more people in China playing video games than in America, I imagine. So when you... Realistically, the Chinese market is way more worthy to appeal to than the Western market. And yeah, Borderlands always had a Japanese and dub, and... Zero in Japanese sounds fucking awesome. Because he's already like a kind of an anime-ass looking character. And they give him like a really badass voice. She already had a badass voice, but now they made it even more badass and it's awesome. Shit's starting to hit the fan, I'm fucking getting bombarded with damage every single fucking direction. I thought I was a communication for finishing the wave, which I was hoping for, but it ain't. Fucking hell, this shit is so chaotic. Also, I was complaining about in Borderlands 2 how a lot of legendaries in this game, even though they're legendaries and they're supposed to be awesome weapons, aren't really awesome, and they're actually quite disappointing when you actually get to use them. Okay, this is the finale. Boss time, as Mr. Torg just said. And now they're wheeling in... Check this out, it's fucking awesome in my opinion. Oh shit. A giant fucking mech suit that looks like a fucking Metal Gear or some shit. But don't worry, I got this gun. Blue fire. Yeah, this sniper rifle's OP as fuck. It deals a lot of damage and it basically shoots 5 projectiles at once. There we go. Now it's a relic. Legendary relics are a bit disappointed. Also, you know what? One time I was doing this fucking thing, and this guy dropped a Oh my fucking god, I almost fell out of the fucking map. I had like a fucking heart attack. Holy shit, and there's another fucking robot that way, this one's red. So how about we try to make our way over to him? Without fucking dying. Is he tougher? Why aren't I dealing damage to him? Oh, there we go. Oh fuck. Never mind, my SMG's got this shit. More legendaries. Yeah, I was about to say when I got that heart attack. That one time I was going through this and I almost finished it. And then I saw a legendary like out of reach and I tried to reach for it. And I end up falling out of the fucking map. I think the robot glitched out. He does look pretty scary though. I feel like he's about to fuck me up without me noticing. Like he's just playing dead. What a sneaky fucking Metal Gear. How many more fucking enemies are hidden around here? Show yourself. Took care of these huge robots. Oh my god, there's so many fucking guys left. I did it. I was genuinely worried I wouldn't pull this off. Much fucking more awesome. Metal damage is almost something. What are these legendaries he dropped? Oh, see, one of the legendaries is down there. Yeah, it's over there. It's like a sniper rifle or something. Oh fuck, it looks good. Yeah, and I was playing this, right? And I was almost like about to finish it. I was so close, like right now. And I noticed a legendary fell down there. So I jumped after it and I fucking died. And I had to redo the entire fucking thing again. Yeah, I guess that's the biggest downside of slaughterhouses in this game. But like, you know, with the main characters being much more powerful and the gameplay being more refined, it's really not a big deal, in my opinion, these slaughterhouses. They're actually quite fun. Unless you come here with underpowered weapons, like I did the first time around, and I had a nightmarish fucking experience. I want the money though. I know the fucking money counter capped basically, but that doesn't mean that I'm not getting any more money, it's just that the game fails to show me that I'm still getting money. So who the fuck knows how much money I really have? Because it shows me that I have over $1 billion fucking dollars in my account. But I'm sure in Borderlands 4, the main protagonists will complain how they're poor or whatever, and that they need to scrape by barely because whatever the fuck. Also, you know what? Here's my prediction. I think Zane is gonna fucking die in Borderlands 4. They showed him off quite a lot in Borderlands 4's trailer. He's a fan favorite. And something's telling me he's just gonna die. Oh, really? That's it? Hoping for something fucking better with that legendary drop I saw. Just a fucking trinket. Gotta be fucking kidding. Yeah, like they show him off next to Moxie, and one thing when I first played the game is that when you play as Zane and you meet Moxie, he mentions that they actually spent a weekend together once. Which I thought was cool because Moxie's like an older character and she's awesome, and Zane is an older character and he's awesome. I kinda shipped those two together, right? And now they're showing off Borderlands 4's trailer and they appear next to each other. And I'm like, either because they're like the returning characters they wanted to show, or maybe they get like a thing going on now. And also apparently in Borderlands 4, I don't know how they explain that, but it's Zane who sells you weapons now? So like, is Zane working with Marcus as a partner, or is he running his own weapon trading business? Or like what? And what happened to Marcus? Why isn't Marcus present on Cairo selling weapons? Even though I feel like he would be the first person to jump at the opportunity, why is it Zane? Is Zane being a competitor to Marcus now, or are they friends and like working together? I don't quite understand it. But yeah, it seems as if... Why did the music... Stop fucking giving me anxiety, you fucking jackasses. But yeah, it seems like maybe Moxie and Zane's got a thing going on, which I super like. And that's another reason why I think he might die, just to have like a moment between Moxie, the player, because he's like the best character in Borderlands. Oh, I didn't know there's a tread chest that opens up here. He's the best character in Borderlands 3, not only to play as, but also like the most, like he's the most enjoyable to play as because he's so funny. And his voice acting is great. And he just looks awesome. He's, like I said, one of my favorite video game characters in general, not just the Borderlands character. He's awesome. And now it sounds like they're gonna kill him to play on your fucking heartstrings or whatever the fuck. And I'm probably gonna be upset over that. Also, the worst slaughterhouse has to be fucking Moxie's DLC in Borderlands 1. I made a let's play, it was only 3 episodes long. But those were absolutely fucking dreadful 3 episodes. And you know what, when I think about Borderlands 1 and possibility of replaying it, then I think of that DLC, and I'm like, yeah, fuck that, I'm never playing Borderlands 1 ever again. That DLC is fucking god-awful. The Moxie's Underdome DLC, Jesus fucking Christ. I wish that DLC didn't exist, so I wouldn't have to play it. And like the DLCs are obnoxious too. The General Knox DLC doesn't allow you to fast travel, so you get to fucking drive your slow-ass fucking car everywhere. Claptrap's DLC, his missions where you have to kill like hundreds of Claptraps, and it's also obnoxious as all fuck. And you know, these legendaries I got out of it are fucking garbage. Like, even the shotgun seems fucking slow as all fuck. So anyway, my guns are great. Let me see if I got any fucking awesome shit. I did get a lot more kills. Oh, I got fuzzy dices. No, I got a trinket. Oh, that's a cool looking trinket, I guess. I really like trinkets in this game, actually. It's like, they're like a small thing, like very insignificant, but like, I'm glad they are in the game. They're just cool little things, you know? Like, you may have noticed how there's like a thing hanging off of my gun. Pretty much every single gun I have a thing hanging off of. And yeah, the trinkets, there's like a fuck ton of them in the game, and you can put them on your guns. You know what's the coolest thing? When the game before the game came out, there was this thing called VIP program. And check it out, I have a fucking Vault Insider VIP trinket. Like, you can't get it now anymore. You had to get it before the game even came out. Which I did. And you know what, before Borderlands 4 even came out, I already like signed into my Shift account and I got some free skins for the game when it comes out. So like the game isn't even out, I haven't even pre-ordered the game or anything, but I already have some bonus content for it. But you know what, before Borderlands 3 came out, I feel like they handled marketing better before Borderlands 3 came out. They had that whole VIP program that I was really into. The trailers were just like much more, I don't know, like presenting like a new era for Borderlands. These new trailers for Borderlands 4 are great. I love fucking Vex's character trailer, but they just kind of feel like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like a huge jump, you know? It feels like this is gonna be what the pre-sequel was to Borderlands 2, just kind of more of the same, not really evolving, but well, the movement is fucking evolving a lot, so I'm really excited to see that. My TV's about to turn off, so that's fucking great. So, yeah, I guess. See you fellas in the next episode. Bye.